Today we're going to be talking about a new concept of mean, median, mode, and range. So if you haven't already, I would like for you to open up the student notes, which is posted as an assignment in Schoology, so that you can follow along and fill out the notes as we go through the videos. This video is the first of 4 videos, and each video will introduce each concept. So this video is going to be talking about mean. Before we get started on mean, we need to talk about our learning targets for these 4 videos. So our learning targets are, I can describe the mean, median, and mode of a group of numbers as a measure of center, and I can describe the range of a group of numbers as a measure of spread, and I can calculate the mean, median, mode, and range of a group of numbers. So this is the first time we're really looking at this vocabulary, so you're probably wondering, what are those words? So mean, median, mode, and range are statistical measures we use to summarize, analyze, and draw conclusions from data we collect. That just means that, in science and math, a lot of times we collect data, and finding the mean, median, mode, and range just helps us understand what that data means and helps us answer questions and make predictions about that data. Mean, median, and mode are measures of center, which we'll talk more about as we go on. And range is a measure of spread. And by measure of spread, we think how far apart is my highest number from my lowest number. So in order to understand this, we're going to be talking about a scenario, and I will introduce each of the vocabulary terms, mean, median, mode, and range, in the context of this scenario. And it will help, I think, understand it better. Mrs. Saul would like to watch a movie while her son James takes a nap. She plans to watch Onward, which is 102 minutes long. She wants to predict if James's nap will be long enough for her to watch the whole movie. Because Mrs. Saul loves keeping track of data, she has been recording the lengths of James's nap each day for the past 7 days to help her with her prediction. See the table below. So if you take a minute to look at the table, it tells you the days across the top row and then the length of the nap in minutes across the bottom row. So you can pause the video to just look at those numbers. So we're going to be talking first about mean. So in order to find the mean of this data, we need to understand what it is. So the definition of mean is it's the arithmetic or arithmetic average of a set of numbers. That just means a lot of times when you hear the word average, we're really just talking about the mean. So we're going to be finding what was the average length of James's nap over those 7 days. So other words you'll hear when we describe mean, measure of center, like I said, average, and then also fair share. We're going to be talking about fair share in later videos. So for now, we're just going to focus on measure of center and average. In order to find the mean, we have to follow certain steps. So the first step is to put the numbers in the data set in order from least to greatest. So you should always do this when you're finding mean, median, mode, and range because it will help you make sure that you don't make mistakes. The second step is to add up all the numbers in the data set. So just take each number and add it together. The last step is to divide the sum, so the sum that you got in step 2, by the number of data points. So as we talk about our example, I'm going to go through these steps again so it will help you understand what they mean. But at this time, I'd like you to pause the video so that you can fill out the notes that go with the mean. So let's walk through the steps of how to find that. So what is the mean of the data? So I put the chart again on the top so you can see all of the numbers. And let's go through the steps one at a time. So first, we're going to put the numbers in the data set in order from least to greatest. So that's going to look like this. My lowest number is 90, my highest number is 118, and all of the numbers in between. The second step is to add up all the numbers in the data set. So that looks like this. When you add 90 plus 95 plus 100 plus 105 plus 110 plus 110 plus 118, you get 728. Now, the great news for you is that you can use a calculator for all of these concepts, mean, median, mode, and range. So you should be using your calculator. We are not going to make any arithmetic mistakes because we added up the numbers incorrectly on our piece of paper. We're always going to use the calculator, so the Desmos calculator should be available to you. The last step is to divide the sum by the number of data points. This is sometimes the first time we're learning mean, this could be the trickiest one to understand. Dividing the sum by the number of data points. So my sum was 728, and I have 7 days, 7 data points: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I added up 7 numbers, and my sum was 728. So that means this step is going to be 728 divided by 7 equals 104. And again, please use a calculator to solve these problems, because when you have the calculator available to you, you should always use it. So I put the numbers in order, I added them together, and then I divided by 7 again because I have 7 data points. So I get 104. So that means the mean is 104. So I can say on average, James's naps are 104 minutes long. So looking at this, Onward is 102 minutes. His naps are 104 minutes. I probably will be able to watch Onward while he takes a nap. In future videos, we're going to talk about median, mode, and range. So stay tuned.